Okay, so like, uh, imagine this, right? You want a drink,
Yeah.
but like not just any drink.
Right.
You want something, with a little something extra,
Yeah.
a little more, personality.
A story in every sip.
Yeah, like a story.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's what we're looking at today.
Okay.
American cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
But we're seeing them through the eyes of Undiscovered America TV.
And you know what's really cool about this? It's not like a recipe book.
Oh, interesting.
It's like these cocktails, they're showing us something deeper about a place, about history even.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and even like the people who make the drinks.
Yeah, that's so true. And Undiscovered America TV, they're all about showing us those little hidden gems.
Right.
Those places that are like those stories you don't really expect. And get this, they reach a huge audience.
Yeah.
Like almost 100 million homes.
Wow. That's amazing.
That just shows you how many people are like really craving that kind of content.
Yeah, for sure. And their strategy is really smart too. So they'll show these big brands that you know,
Right.
like Maker's Mark, out on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. It's like something familiar you can connect to.
Yeah.
But then they take you deeper to a place like Bar 1912.
And
And suddenly you're seeing them hand-carve ice for a bacon-infused old-fashioned...
wait, hold on. Did you say bacon?
Yeah.
A bacon-infused old-fashioned. Now that I got to hear more about...
It's amazing. So they actually freeze the bacon fat first.
Huh.
It's how they get that, like, that really precise infusion.
Well,
You can
yeah.
tell, like, so much care goes into these drinks. It's a real craft.
Absolutely.
And it's not even just about how it tastes. It's the whole experience, you know? Like, even watching on screen, you can practically smell the wood chips. You see them place that hand-cut ice in the glass.
It's so cool. It's like, at that point, it's beyond just a drink.
Yeah.
It's like art.
Totally.
Speaking of art, they went to Social NPR in Florida, and they have this drink, the Cat 5 cocktail.
Oh, yeah.
6 different kinds of alcohol.
Whoa.
Intense.
That's definitely not for the lightweight drinker.
Oh, definitely not. But you know what's really interesting? They're part of a bigger thing. Like downtown areas being revitalized.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Remember Grand Strand Brewing
Mm-hmm.
in Myrtle Beach?
Yeah.
The owner, he really wanted to be a part of something, something bigger,
Yeah.
more than just beer.
Totally. Like, he saw the brewery as this, like, way to bring people together, a community space. And we see that a lot in these stories, actually.
Yeah, it's really cool how a business can do that, like
Okay.
bring people together.
Definitely.
Oh, and this is random, but did you see Brian Boitano?
Wait, the figure skater?
Yeah. He's making cocktails now.
Wow, really? That's a career change. What made him get into that?
It's kind of like he's bringing what he knows,
Yeah.
from skating.
Right. That artistry.
Yeah, and like that focus on detail to the cocktails.
Totally. Like every skater, they bring something different to the ice.
Mm-hmm.
And these mixologists, it's the same thing. They're making cocktails that are like totally them. They reflect their style and where they're from.
And speaking of that, St. Petersburg Distillery. They're using all these local ingredients from Florida.
Yeah. And get this, it's not just the drinks. They're putting those ingredients in the food too.
No way.
I know. That coconut rum-crusted grouper, I gotta try that.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
But it's also like a really smart move, right?
absolutely. It's like one whole experience for the customer. You get the drinks, the food, and it all ties back to their local thing.
It shows they're really about that, supporting local stuff, which is big for people now.
Oh, for sure. People want to know where their stuff comes from.
Yeah.
And honestly, it just tastes better.
Right, like a local strawberry
Yeah.
versus one from who knows where.
No comparison.
Have like each place, each region, they're kind of making their own cocktail style.
Totally.
Like you got Kentucky with the bourbon. Florida's got that fresh tropical vibe. Even the mountains out in Colorado, that like rugged feel. It's in the drinks.
It really is. Like the whole landscape is going right into the shaker.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's not just the ingredients, right?
Yeah.
It's the whole atmosphere of these places too. Like remember the Stanley Hotel?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Sipping a whiskey that's been aged in their vault
Yeah.
with those mountain views.
Top. That sounds incredible.
About right.
Yeah.
It's making me want to go on a road trip, hit up all these spots, try all the drinks.
Seriously. And at each place, you're tasting their passion, It's not just a drink, it's the people behind it.
Totally. The bartenders, the owners, it's like they're alchemists or something.
I know. It's like they're taking these ingredients and turning them into magic.
And they're so into it. You can tell they love what they do.
For sure. And that passion, that's what makes it art.
Yeah. It's not just a job. It's way more than that.
Remember that guy in Kentucky?
Yeah.
He said it wasn't about, like, just making a drink. It was about like keeping a story alive, sharing it.
Yes. And that's what makes this whole thing so cool. Like, yeah, we're talking about cocktails,
Right.
but it's really about creativity, culture. It's about community.
It's about looking deeper, you know? There's so much more to it than you think.
Exactly. We started with cocktails, and now we're talking about history and figure skating, Colorado mountains.
And who knows what else we'll find, right?
It really makes you think, like, what about those of us who can't just, travel around
Yeah.
trying all these fancy drinks? Can we still be part of this whole thing?
Oh, totally. You don't have to be some kind of like cocktail expert to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Just be more curious.
Oh.
Yeah. Like next time you're out, don't just order the same old thing.
Okay, so like what? Ask about the drinks.
Yeah. Ask the bartender. Maybe there's a cool story behind a certain liquor, or try something new, something local.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You can turn like a regular night out into an adventure.
Right.
And don't just like gulp it down. Really look at the drink, the colors, how they put it together. It's all part of the experience.
Just like looking at it with new eyes.
Exactly.
Appreciate all the work that went into it.
Yeah. And don't forget, sharing is caring, right? Tell your friends what you found.
Right.
That's what Undiscovered America TV does so well. They're on social media, getting people talking, sharing their own discoveries. It builds a community.
I love that. So it's like the episode ends, but the conversation keeps going.
Exactly. It's about appreciating those hidden gems together.
I gotta say, this whole deep dive, eye-opening. We started with cocktails, and now look at us.
It's amazing where curiosity can take you, right?
It really is. Who knew there was so much to discover in, like, just one drink?
Right. So next time you're thinking about what to order, remember, it's more than just a drink. It's a whole story. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. And to all the people out there crafting those stories, the bartenders, the distillers, keeping things interesting. And to you guys listening, go find your own cocktail adventures. See you next time.